You're back for more Counterpart here on BuzzChomp. I'm Dan Salem. In the 9th episode of Season 2, we hit the climax as we expected. Almost everything we thought was going to happen this season did take place. Only one more episode to go. We are in revenge mode.
I'm Mandy.
I'm Dan.
Subscribe to
BuzzChomp.
BuzzChomp.
Woo! It's all about revenge, people. All about revenge. Let's lay down the 3 plot points that we knew were coming and that finally took place all in the same episode. This is kind of what I love about the show. They did the same thing in season 1. They build to a climax, which happens with the episode right before the last one. Then you have no clue what's going to happen in the final episode or how it's going to end, and then it's probably going to be a cliffhanger again. We knew Howard was going to return home, our Howard, to our side from the other side at some point in this season. I kind of figured it'd happen in the second to last episode, which it did. The best part, though, he was being torn between his 2 Emilys, the other Emily and his Emily, who are so much like each other, yet very different, and it's brilliant, and it was amazing. The 2 Emilys finally sit down and talk to one another. I was waiting for the 2 Emilys and the 2 Howards to be in the same room together, and I was talking for a super team, right? Well, we got the super team in fragments. Baldwin and Howard Prime were teaming up. Emily and our Howard were kind of sitting down together, laissez-fairing, rendezvousing. Ian was helping? I don't know if he was really helping. And then Claire and Peter and Peter's former colleague, who may or may not be helping, were also working to fix things. It's a mess. Finally, we knew Mira was going to kill all the management after she set the meeting, and it did take place. There were so many ways for these super smart people to avoid an obvious situation. Of course, Mira gets herself out of prison. They have no guards up there on the 4th floor, not a single one. She just walked right up and shot them all dead. And now it's her as both managements. There are 2 main problems here with her revenge. She basically got it against the management for effing things up. But now she wants to mass murder our side to complete the revenge, because she already killed all the people that orchestrated the first flu. So I don't know how unleashing a new flu really changes the dynamic of anything when you've already killed the people that were responsible for it. If Mira's revenge is incomplete, then who else is she attempting to revenge upon? An entire world of people that had nothing to do with the flu in the first place? She killed the people that did. And she's releasing her other father back to his side to meet her other, who I guess is still alive. We have no clue what she's doing. That seems a little off-putting. I have a feeling Yannick's going to get killed. Where is the flu? Why are they releasing the flu? Because she's a terrorist. What is this achieving? Howard wants his revenge against management, but management's dead. Emily wants to stop the flu and revenge herself for causing the terrorist cell in the first place. This is our Emily. But it's going to fall flat. There are some major plot point holes here. I'm kind of like trying to piece them together as I'm talking. Main point number 1. It's fair to assume that Mira will be stopped. I'm not sure she's going to get stopped in the final episode here, but I do think they'll stop her from unleashing the flu. Currently, she is management on both sides. Nobody but her knows that all management's been killed. It's safe to assume that Emily's and Howard's will discover this. With that, we are left with who becomes the new management. Because the crossing is open. We already saw it close permanently, so I don't see that happening. The way forward is for the 2 sides to try to repair each other and peace. But we need new management. It would make sense that Emily's and Howard's become the new management. But who else and why them? Where's the undead Pope? Because I don't think he's dead. And if Mira gets away and this terrorist cell network of hers, Indigo, is still running the muck, are they just going to have a new plan next season? I'm struggling to figure out how the current issues close, where the new ones come from. Because management's all dead. That was what was brilliant about this show. Unless she fake killed them for her other father's benefit, which seems highly unlikely, she just slaughtered them all. There is no more management. There's nobody in charge. But anybody can be in charge because they talk through the computers. Both Howards are on our side. Other Emily and Ian, who effed up big time. Ian, come on, man. Yeah, I know you wanted to save that girl, but you just let management go to the slaughter. Are you free now, I suppose? Everybody was being manipulated by this small group of people who are now dead and have Mira's assumed their role. What is going to happen? I don't really know what is going to happen. I would love to make a prediction about the final episode. I'd love to make a prediction about the show going forward. I'll wait and do that after because I need to see how this season actually concludes. I gotta believe that the two Emilys and the two Howards are going to stop Mira from releasing the flu. But I do believe that Mira kind of has to get away. She's the only bad guy. Yet last season they killed Pope, who was the main bad guy, and then they introduced Mira. So if Mira gets killed, then is Spencer become the bad guy? Is Claire become the bad guy because her daughter dies in the midst of all this? What about other Peter? Like, he's kind of just there. We have a lot of counterparts unaccounted for. They're wild cards. Because a lot of times we get introduced to a new counterpart and they're actually in more deep than we ever realized. We just didn't know it. Open questions, all stemming from a revenge plot, which seemingly has already been executed, yet is continuing on for reasons unbeknownst to us. I'm Dan Salem. Subscribe to the BuzzChomp YouTube channel for more Counterpart videos every week. We got one more episode left, and then the season is concluded. We'll have to make some predictions. Are they going to stop Mira? Are they going to stop the flu? They kind of have to stop the flu, right? They didn't stop Mira from killing management, but is that such a bad thing because management was one of the enemies in the first place? What are your thoughts on this amazing and mind-blowing TV show? Woo!
Thanks for watching BuzzChomp.
Subscribe and share!
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and
Share.
Woo!